Hello you beautiful peeps, my name's John, welcome to my channel. Today we have the WO Toys 124019 and specifically these are bumpers. They are from the LC Racing set. It's the L6039 bumper set. And at first I thought they were too big and that I didn't like them. But they're kind of growing on me. It kind of fits the car quite well, but you have to have the chunkier tyres on. With the normal tyres it didn't look very good. You just see how it's connected at the front, like so. There are going to be some people that don't like the rear. I'm not too sure if I like the rear. I think I do like the rear, but I'm not 100% sure. You've got these little mud flaps. But it's definitely going to protect the car. So, how did I install them? Because when you get the pack, no screws. Not one. Not one. So I thought the best thing to do is to take them off again and show you how they are fitted. Okay, the power of editing. I hope that worked. Probably didn't. Right, I'm going to get the car out of the way just for a second because I wanted to show you how the fronts go together first. This obviously replaced the lower part of the bumper. I'll show that in detail. And then this one connects to this like so. And you can actually see that you've got the guide holes there that go into that, like so. Okay, so that's that. And the rear, I will show you in detail because it's typical. It wasn't exactly straightforward how it goes together. So this one goes with the bar up like that, and then this larger one fits down at the bottom and fits into the rear bumper slot. That's where this tiny little bit usually is. That has to come out, and this one replaces it. And then this one will fit like so. And you know that because it's got a little V shape here, and you'll see that in the rear when we have to do it. There are a few screws and bolts that need to come out from the car because the few of these sort of connection points use the screws that are already in the car. Concerning these parts here, the actual mud flaps, I just used, let me just take one of them out so you can see what screws I've used. You can pretty much basically use whatever screws you wish at the end of the day, but I just used, for the mud flaps, I used those ones that are actually from the 124019, and actually to hold it together I will show you as well. I have used, that's 4 of these here. I have used those, and they are dun, 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 dun. .3. Okay, so that's how they go together at the rear. Do not connect this one to this one, or else getting it on the rear is actually quite difficult. I will explain it to you. Do not connect that one and that one. Sorry, I keep on forgetting that the autofocus is turned off on this camera. Right, so we'll do the front first. Let's get rid of that. Turn it over. Actually, no, let's do the top one first because this one's actually a lot easier. So, you see the two screws here. What I was talking about, the V shape at the rear, you can see where that now fits on. So, if I take these off, oops. And then I will bring it back up so you can see. I just want to get one screw in. You can see where it's fitted in. And that's what I mean by using the existing screws. You can replace them with the longer ones if you so desire, but I haven't found a need to do so as yet. So, we flip it over. Make sure we are in focus, and then the rear, the front lower part, I've got to take those out first. goes in like so. They don't, the screwdriver bit doesn't fit very well. There we go. Right, now back over, and you can see that that now just connects like that. And I have again used screws from the 124018, 019 and a 144001. And that just screws in like so. And that's how easy the front bumper is to install. There is a little bit more difficult, not impossible at all by any means, but you do have to take the rear wing off. So take these two screws out first, because they can be the last ones to put back in. That is these two here. They both have to come out. Nice. And then two screws on the other side of the wing need to come out. So there we go. Right, now, where was the part? Remember what I was saying about that V shape again? Turn it over so that you can see, sorry about that. Goes like so, and then you put the screws back in. Now you're going to have to excuse me, this is going to be incredibly difficult to do. Wonder if I can bring you down. Whoop. Really? No, sorry, that bracket will not work. Oh, okay, that's not too bad as long as I don't hit the camera every 5 seconds. Which I'm going to do because now the rear wing's going to hit it. What a plonker. So this will fit in something like, if I put those screws in, something like that. When it's in position. Okay, I'm going to have to get this up and out of the way. That's just not going to work otherwise. So what happened to the other one? Okay. I'll put it through the first one. Come on. And then it's so much harder doing this when you're recording. There we go. And then you try to screw it in. Yes, thank God. Nice. And then obviously we put the two screws back in this side. Oops. That will hold the rear wing. Excellent. Now, these two have to come out again, or like the front. It goes on like so. Quite a tight fit actually, which is quite nice. Wonderful. bring it around again. Then you can see that these two screws here, or bolts, will go into that there. So I am again going to use my electric screwdriver because it goes a little bit quicker. And that's good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the installation process for this rear bumper and front, obviously. So your next question is going to be, how will it perform? Well, the best way to find that out is to get it to the gravel, and we'll see whether these mud flaps do diddly squat and whether the bumpers, because you know we're going to hit something, will in fact work or not. See you soon. Take a look at the spray on the front wheels versus the rear wheels. See how much more spray there is coming off the front than the rear. That obviously shows that the mud flaps do work. But my question would be, as the water's flying off the front wheels anyway, does it help? Hello, welcome back to the Blue Mat. Okay, you've seen the footage, you've seen the slow-mo footage of us crashing it slow motion into the wall, both front and rear. I can report there is no damage at the front and there is no damage at the rear. In fact, the only thing that was damaged was the wing here, but that was a bad jump. Now, you saw at the end of the video, I thought that I was recording at normal speed, but it turns out it was high speed, that's why there's no sound. Somehow, while not recording, obviously, Colin went in, rolled it, and then both wheels fell off. But if you see, it was just the nuts that came off. So both nuts unwound themselves and came off at exactly the same point. What's the likelihood of that happening? So once again, Colin's managed to do something, firstly off camera, which always seems to happen. So from now I'll just be recording 100% of the time. And secondly, something that I didn't even think was possible. Now, this car, with these tyres and with these bumpers, very good indeed. Do I recommend the bumpers? Well, that's down to an aesthetic choice. Do you like the look of them? Because do they perform like they should do? Bam! Yeah, both of them do. Do you want mud flaps on your RC car? I don't know if you do. It doesn't bother me. I like it, you know, the spray and the sand coming up. But you can obviously have the bumper without the mud flaps on, and the bumper performs very well. You saw on both counts, we went in at full speed into the wall, full speed, and there was no damage. Now I think that the wheels, obviously as the bumper comes up and compresses, the wheels then take some of the brunt of that, and then again there's no damage on the wheels whatsoever. I was just making sure that the rim here hasn't had any damage. So now it's down to, do you like the look of them? I think for the price, I can't remember the price, I will put it in the video while editing. I didn't think they were a bad price, which is why I ordered them in the first place. I don't have a tendency of ordering expensive parts, as you well know. So, should you buy them? If you like the look of them, definitely get on. I wouldn't put them on the 144001. That's my personal opinion. Would they fit on the 124019? Sorry, 018? Not for the rear wing part of it, but the front wing of it would. So, you know, you've got to have the chunky tyres on it, or else it just doesn't look right. As you could probably imagine, they're just too small. So you need some big chunky tyres on it. So, there you go, ladies and gents. If you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.